Why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Sometimes reality is scarier than supernatural things. We have societal fear, phobias, and also some disturbing creepy moments that happen all over the world can make us feel uneasy and anxious. At some point, the scary moment in a non-horror movie could be more intimidating than any scary moment in a horror movie. It's because this horror is what we could most probably see actualizing in our life. While watching a supernatural one, some part of our brain still knows it's impractical. It's not just about scaring the audience, but also a plot twist or ambiguous nature could make the audience overthink with curiosity. That being so, even a non-horror movie can keep us awake all night. So let's begin our journey to count down 9 non-horror movies you shouldn't watch before sleeping. 9th, Gone Girl. The scariest thing about this movie is the character Amy Dunn, and the way this movie is crafted by creators makes it even more peculiar, especially the music. It's a mystery based on the disappearance of the female lead character Amy out of nowhere. Then, the mystery unfolds in a horrifying way, unveiling truths one after another. In each scene, we get to know more about both the characters, Amy and his highly suspected husband, Nick. But it's the ending that generates restlessness. It's unsatisfying and unexpected and can terrify us for a long period. 8th, There Will Be Blood. No, it's not a plot twist, neither a mystery. Yet it is a spine-chilling thriller. Now, it is the profoundness and the strangeness in the lead character which provokes fascination. The whole movie is like a study of this unpredictable character who is greedy for power and money. And the way he deals with the fragile society is quite awe-inspiring to watch. The movie is a battle between a heretic person and the pious society, through which the lead character Daniel Plainview is trying to find a way to satisfy his greed. 7th, No Country for Old Men. A bloodthirsty serial killer seeks a ground-to-earth man who accidentally found $1 million in cash and flee away with it. The money which he thought would bring easiness in his life actually brought his life at stake. This character, named Llewellyn Moss, always tried to be one step ahead of this psycho killer, changing identity from place to place. This hurdle almost occupies the entire film. The antagonist character is so thoughtfully and mysteriously designed that it takes some nerve even to look at him. 6th, 7th. This movie has its own kind of weirdness, or maybe awesomeness. The movie's theme is apparently dark, and the director wants us to know that. The town where it takes place has somehow stopped the growth and has adapted destruction. The apartments where the characters live are old-fashioned and undecorated. The weather is mostly foggy and stormy. It's like people have lost faith in life. The citizens living here find it normal, and Detective Mills, played by Brad Pitt, who is new to this city, is seen to be adjusting to this environment. And as time passes, he is also shown to be normalizing this destruction. And that's what's creepy about this movie. And of course, let's not forget about the climax, which would be only effective if you actually watch the whole movie. 5th, Fight Club. Even saying what kind of twist and suspense it has is one way of spoiling the movie. It would be enough to say that it is a psychological thriller involving chaos and unrest among the characters. David Fincher, the director of this movie, rose several questions that are based on redemption, faith, and nihilism, asking us to actively participate in this chaotic world of his and think about something which is beyond our imagination. And if you watch this movie just before sleeping, then there is a high probability that it will appear in your dreams. 4th, Schindler's List. Schindler's List is described as a film about Holocaust. The film is two parallel characters study, one of a con man, the other of a psychopath. In telling their stories, Steven Spielberg found a way to approach the Holocaust, which is a subject too vast and tragic to be encompassed in any reasonable way by fiction. In the ruins of the saddest story of the century, he found not a happy ending, but at least one affirming that resistance to evil is possible and can succeed. 3rd, Trainspotting. The movie's storytelling is scattered and foggy, which beautifully matches the movie's theme. It revolves around a group of young friends trying to passionately experience life, but quite in an illegitimate manner, of which they face the repercussions later in the movie. And believe me, you couldn't rely on anyone in this movie. Every character seems to be gradually turning against another. Now, this is the idea of the climax in brief. Second, 2001 A Space Odyssey. Beforehand, I would like to acknowledge on behalf of everyone that it is incomprehensible. Now, it's not because that the audience is dumb or the movie is overly complex, but it is intentionally designed that way. There's no learning in this kind of movies, but we assume it ourselves based on our thought process. It's ambiguous, simply. The graphics or the visuals of this show are of so high standard that we don't even match with it after more than 50 years. And that's what freaking amazing about this film. First, Requiem for a Dream. People couldn't sleep for days after watching this unsettling film filled with lots of off-putting moments. It is most of the time rated as the most disturbing movie made yet. And I couldn't agree more, literally. Only brave people could withstand its 110 minutes of exploring the consequences of drug addiction and unfaithful desires. And the exploration is so profound and uneasy that it can scare us for life. So that's all for today, guys. If you agree with me, then please subscribe to my channel and share it among your friends and family. And if not, then please comment down below your own list of non-horror movies you shouldn't watch before sleeping.